Hey guys, it's Gordon. I am back from my massive hiatus. Sorry, I got a little bit too much into Dark Souls there. As you know, I imported the Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition from Europe, and I've been playing the ever-loving crap out of that, and I got my platinum finally. It finally came to a point where I had beaten the game so much and all that other kind of stuff, and I hadn't got my platinum yet, so I made a big push to do that, and now I'm finding myself to have a lot more free time. So, going back to making videos, so good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to start with, I have a massive amount of stuff that I've gotten recently. So I'm just going to do a quick pick. Well, it's not going to be quick. It's going to be a semi-long pickups video. But spans all generations, so I'm going to stop talking about me, and I'm just going to show you what I got. So this is adding to my backlog. Let's start with regular PlayStation 1. There's stores called The Exchange. I picked up a couple of games there. Blaster Master, blasting again. It says $2.50. Upside down. It says $2.50, but I actually got it for $1. So, and it's actually a good game too. It's fun. It's a weird little distraction. Just because it was 50 cents. There's only 2 tables in it, but you know, hey, whatever. It's Austin Powers and it's a cash in, but hey, it's pinball, and it's not the worst pinball game I've ever played. So moving on, I got Total Eclipse Turbo. It's got a nasty little sticker on there, but it's in the long box, and the disc is in perfect condition, so Total Eclipse Turbo. So there's that. If I look like I'm fumbling, it's because I only have so much space to move back and forth. I'm doing this from my living room because I'm building a server in my other room, and my normal table that I do this kind of stuff on is occupied by a big giant blade server. So there's that. Alright, and then moving on to other PlayStation. I found a guy that lives a block and a half from where I teach and train martial arts, who was selling a whole bunch of import PlayStation 1 games. So I picked up these from him. I got them for $30 total. This first one, Otogirisu Sosei Hen, or I probably pronounced that wrong. Don't yell at me. Anyway, but it's a remake of a Super Nintendo game. It's actually sort of like a graphic novel that you play through. But I'm probably going to end up giving this one to Alpha just because it's more his type of game. Because as you can see, it's sort of a creepy looking game. It's got like a burnt, charred baby doll head on it. But, so I'll probably end up giving this to him. But yeah, so there's that game. Then we have, save that here. Slayers. It's a text-based game. Again, Japanese are big on their text-based games. So there's that. Then there's this one. It's a role-playing fighting game, hybrid type of thing. It's kind of interesting, and I have yet to play it, but I'm looking forward to it. See if I can actually understand anything. But Kenshin. So there's that. And let me try and see if you can see some of the screens there of it. So that's what it looks like. But it does look interesting. I might try and, since I actually own it now, I might try and find a ROM of it, and then I'd be able to do it that way. So, you know, with the translation already built in. A fairly rare American version, Intelligence Cube. This is the Japanese version. Plays exactly the same. And actually, I think this one is in English. So, oh, no, it's in English. Some of it's Japanese, some of it looks like English. Anyway, Intelligence Cube. It's a fun little puzzler game. It came out towards the very beginning of the PlayStation 1's lifetime, and it's fun. It's a fun little distraction. Oh, it was made on the Net Euros. So that game was actually made by actual people like us, not developers. The Net Euros was a PlayStation 1 that you could hook up to the internet and actually make games yourself with. The American version only came out in black, as far as I know. I may be mistaken in the later years because I didn't really pay much attention to it after the black one. And I was like, I want that, but I never got it because it was $900. Anyway, but so yeah, this was made by actual gamers. Interesting point. So it's sort of like a cave story of the prehistoric times. This is Favorite Deer. This is one of the... They came out with, a couple of months ago, 4 Japanese games on the PSN network that they were making a big deal out of, and one of them was a game in this series, and it's actually a really good series. The artwork is really good. You know, it's a good series, but anyway... So there's that. I'm not going to be able to read any of it, but, you know, it's fun to mess around with. So there's that. And then moving on, this I couldn't resist. This was probably the most expensive one that he had there, but Final Fantasy VIII, and it's actually complete. There's the back of the box, and it's fine. But it is complete. It's got the manual in there and everything like that, full color, all 4 discs. If you want to see, that's what the Japanese discs look like. So, but yeah, Final Fantasy VIII. Moving on, one of my personal favorite PlayStation 1 games, Star Ocean. He only charged me $3 for this. I saw this in there, and it was the second most game that I was flipping out about. But yeah, Star Ocean. It's actually 2 RPGs in one. It's you play as Claude or Rena. So you choose which one you want to play as, and then it's the same exact story, but from either her perspective or his perspective, and you get a different. It's really neat. If you haven't played Star Ocean on the PlayStation, play it. It's an amazing game, and the battle system is sort of like a walk and talk kind of thing, where the enemies are in a certain place and you can move up and down the battlefield left and right, and it's sort of like a hack and slash, but it's an RPG, and it's great. And the leveling system is really cool because you can go way above level 99. So there's that, Star Ocean. And then one of my all-time favorite series, as you know, is the Mana series, or the Seiken Densetsu series. And this is the game that drew me to his house, because I saw him on eBay, and I was gonna place a bid on this game on eBay, and then I saw he was in Greensburg, and I was like, wait a minute, it's a buy it now, so maybe he'll just, you know, make me a deal on it or whatever. Not that I'm trying to circumvent eBay or anything, don't get me wrong, but you know, I figured normally people who have one Japanese game have more, so that's how I end up finding all these. But Legend of Mana, this is easily one of the best looking games ever made. This is the art in this game. I mean, my brain doesn't really comprehend art, but this game is impressive. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's just, you have to play it to really experience it. And the cool thing about this game is it doesn't really tell you much about. It's sort of like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, actually, where you have to fill in the story yourself. Like you have to. It gives you the basic what's going on, but you have, like, depending on how you, because you make your own world in this. Depending on what you set down where, the different stages interact with each other and all that kind of stuff, and it's just it's a masterpiece. So play that game as well. Let's see here. PlayStation 2. Okay, moving on. I only have one game on PlayStation 2. Mega Man X7, just because I don't know where my copy went, but apparently I picked up Linda and Joe's old copy. But it's 100% complete, and it was $10 on the side, but I got it for $7, so good stuff. The game is terrible, don't get me wrong. It's very, very slow, and the whole point of Mega Man X was to make Mega Man even faster. But, so why they slowed it down, I don't know, and I'm just going to say it now. Axel's a bitch. I don't like Axel at all. So yeah, that's that. That's PlayStation 2. Moving on, I got one PSP game. that one there. It's Blazing Souls. I don't know much about this game, but I know it's made by Axis, and I know that they usually make good games. So it's a tactical RPG. I look forward to playing it. The game I'm playing on my PSP right now is Lunar Silver Star Harmony. So there's... Sorry, I was looking... I have Lunar posters on my wall from the original Sega CD. Anyway, screw it, I'll just show you. My Beatles poster. And let me flip this around here. There we go. Yeah, this is my living room corner. Lunar Silver Star Story, or Silver Star, sorry. And then Lunar Eternal Blue. These are custom made frames that I had done because when I was a kid, I was absolutely obsessed with Lunar, and you're really not going to find someone who's a bigger Working Designs fan than I am. I actually I used to have Victor Ireland, who was the president of Working Designs, email address, and I used to write him back and forth around the time when Lunar 3 was announced. And if you want to see my gaming setup here, this is 50-inch plasma, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, my room's a mess, but 7.1 surround sound. This is my 2-fix shelf. Yeah, sorry, I like My Little Pony. Whatever, I don't care. All these things are needing to be fixed, except for those over there. Those work. But that's all that. And Skylander shelf, all that kind of deal. Anyway, so that's that. Let me go right back over here. Put it right back down, and let me flip it around so I can actually see if I'm in frame or not. Okay, there we go. So that's Lunar. But anyway, tactical RPG. Looking forward to trying it just because it's Axis and they're good stuff. Moving on. We can do Vita. Alright, so I got a Vita. I wasn't really too impressed by it so far. I mean, it's a nice little piece of hardware, but they're not really doing much with it. So the reason why I got it is for a game called Dragon's Crown, and it was supposed to be a launch game, and Vanillaware lied to get to get a publisher for it. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's like 70-80% done," and then all of a sudden Atlas picked it up, and Vanillaware was like, "Oh, we meant 10%." So it's still not out. It was supposed to be a launch title, and they were supposed to have a cross-buy thing where you buy it for the PlayStation, and it came with both the PlayStation 3 disc and the Vita disc, and they didn't. So they changed it now. The PlayStation 3 version is going to be $50, and it's not going to be cross-buy at all. So the Vita version is going to be $40. You are going to be able to play back and forth between the two consoles, but at the same point, like, nothing is going right with this game so far. But I've talked to people who have played it at E3, and they said the game is amazing, so I'm just waiting for August. I want to play that game so much. But anyway, so the Vita. All these games I picked up for anywhere from $5 to $10 because people don't like the Vita. This one I got brand new from Sony. From Best Buy, shipped to my house. Army Corps of Hell. It's basically it's sort of like, well, long story short, it's sort of a simple game. There's not much depth to it at all. You'll get tired of it in an hour or two. You're on a battlefield. You control an army. It's Pikmin, actually. It's like a satanic Pikmin. But it doesn't... Pikmin has more depth, if you can believe that. But Army Corps of Hell. It's made by Squaresoft. Or Square Enix, whatever you want to call it nowadays. I don't care. They're always Squaresoft to me. Next one, Lumens. Luminous, as some people call it, but I don't care. It's Lumens. Puzzle game. You drop stuff down and the line goes across the screen, and then it's sort of like a music thing, only the music is way out of hand on this one. They need to calm that shit down. It's a little bit too club and Japanese club for me. Anyway, next one. Wipeout 2048. This is still sealed. I'm probably going to keep it sealed just because I'm a PlayStation Plus member and I got it for free, so I don't have to open this. But anyway, Wipeout 2048. It's Wipeout. There's nothing really extra that needs to be said about that. It's Wipeout. Little Deviants. I don't know much about this game. I kind of want to try it. It looks like it's a whole bunch of mini games, but I don't know for sure. I know it uses the camera supposedly or something like that. I don't know. But it looks like it has like golf. It looks like it has mini games, and it looks like it has first-person shooters. I don't know. I know it uses augmented reality and all that kind of crap, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to trying it. I probably won't spend much time on it. Mod Nation Racers. I got this for $5. Direct from Sony, shipped to my house, $5 total. Sony had a sale. It's Mod Nation Racers Road Trip. It's portable version of regular Mod Nation Racers, which if you have the PlayStation, you know is a kart racing game, and it's as simple as that to describe. So that's Mod Nation Racers. And then this one I've actually been spending a lot of time with, Hot Shots Golf. The graphics are really sort of impressive. The problem is, like, it forces you to play one course right off the bat, and then you have to unlock course by course by course, and you only can play as 2 different characters right off the bat, and there's too much that you have to unlock right away, and that didn't really strike me as fun. I would like to pick as more than just cookie cutter guy, cookie cutter girl, so, give us a little bit of variety rather than just have everything locked. So, but yeah, Hot Shots Golf, it's fun, because, it's Hot Shots Golf. Sony, essentially, with their first party titles, are pulling in Nintendo, and they're just recycling the same stuff that they've been putting out for the past 15 years. So there's that. Moving on, let's do my only Sega Saturn game. I got this for $9, complete and shipped to my house. Christmas Nights, import. Yeah, that is simple as that. Nights is a cool little flying game. They re-released it on the PSN network. I don't know if it came out on Xbox Network, but that's inside. The American version is really hard to find, and I think it can run you upwards of $100. But I got this for dirt cheap, and I'm fine with the Japanese version because, whatever. I can play Japanese Saturn games. Alrighty, moving right along. Regular Nintendo. This is a game called Zexes. Whenever I was a kid, we called it Zexel. I don't know why, but probably because it sort of looks like an L in there. But this is a interesting game. It's made by Hudson Soft, which, if you know some of their games, they're kind of crazy. But it's a platformer, but it's also like a space shooter, sort of like Gradius, for the boss stages. So it's very interesting. It's one of the few games on the regular Nintendo that the stages change depending on, each time you play through it, you could go through a door and something different could be in the door. It could be a mini boss, it could be a benevolent person, it could, and it's weird. There is some nudity in this game too, so oddly enough, regular Nintendo nudity, like blatant nudity. But so there's that. Zexes. There's that. PC game. There's a series called, well, I guess you can call it a series. Phantasmagoria. I think I mentioned it in my collection video that I got it. But there was a sequel called Phantasmagoria, A Puzzle of Flesh, that starred a guy character. And this was, I got a half-price books for, it says $5.99, I got it for $2. I have never seen this in person. As soon as I saw this, I grabbed it up and I started jumping up and down because I have been looking for this almost my entire teenage and adult life. Phantasmagoria is a superb game. It's live action, and it's sort of like a point and click, but it's very good. At least this one isn't as good as the first one. The first one actually has, for the time, extreme graphic violence, and it actually has real actors depicting rape, and so it's It's a very adult game, but it's a very good game. It's if you like actual stories in your game, which if you're watching me, then you should, because screw Call of Duty. But yeah, Phantasmagoria, and that's the sequel. Let's see here. Let's move on to PlayStation 3. This I got for $5 from Best Buy. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't played the first one, just because I got more into Infamous than I did Prototype. But yeah, I got this one. This is the limited edition. $5, couldn't complain. I was told it's good. Take that for what it's worth. Best Buy was having a sale. My Best Buy was having a sale. 50% off certain games. This was one of them. Front Mission Evolved, made by Square Enix. It's Front Mission. It's tactical robot, big giant mech game. So it's, and this is the funny thing, it's pre-owned, but it's brand new. Like, you can see the seal. So brand new game for $5. Random sticker. Sorry. So there's that. Next one. I just got this week actually. Newegg had a sale. It was $8 shipped to my house. So Tekken Hybrid, and I love Tekken Tag. I love Tekken Tag. I love Tekken Tag. So this is. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna open this up and play it tonight before I go to bed. So there's that. And then this is. I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I got Rocksmith. And I got it with the wire. This is a game that's sort of like Guitar Hero, but you use an actual real guitar, and it's supposed to teach you how to play actual real guitar. So I got that, and the reason why I got that is because I got this. This is my new, very expensive toy. I wanted to learn a new skill, and I figured what better skill to learn than an actual instrument. So this is a Breedlove Passport, solid mahogany front and back. So it's an expensive, it's an electroacoustic, and simple as that. I'm not very good yet, obviously. I just started learning, and then my guitar strap is Blackbird from the Beatles. As you can see, Ringo right there. Actually, that's a Beatles poster. That's actually a wooden poster. Anyway, but yeah, so this is my new, very expensive toy, and I'm fairly impressed with Rocksmith so far. It actually, the way that it presents things, you don't know you're learning what you're actually learning, which is good. So, like, it teaches you certain things up front that you wouldn't think that are, like, it's kind of like, how can I describe it? It's sort of, let me collect my thoughts here. It sort of teaches you, some of the more advanced stuff first, and then it teaches you the basics, because then you know what you're working towards. So if that makes any sense at all, there's that. But I'm impressed with Rocksmith. I'll probably pick up I think it's Rocksmith 2014 that's coming out later this year. Because I'm not sure, but I was told that it might feature an acoustic instead of an electric option this time, because it's weird when I plug that into the PlayStation 3 that I'm playing an acoustic, I hear an acoustic, but it's coming out of my speakers as electric, so it's a little weird there. Anyway, there's that. Okay, then, I was in New York City recently, and I went into a pawn shop, and they had some games that I actually had to ask and see if they had any games, and they pulled out a tray, and they had some really beat-to-hell games. But I got all of the following for $10, which is a crazy deal. Original NES controller, and it's in surprisingly great condition. The sticker, it looks like they haven't really played it at all. All the buttons are springy and nice. The back is a little bit scratched up, but hey, whatever, it's good stuff. This I didn't think was going to work because some of the pins are chewed up, but Saturday Night Slam Masters, it's a wrestling / fighting game. It's actually got Mike Hager from Street Fighter in it, or well, he is in Street Fighter now, but Final Fight, it's got him in there. But it's really fun. If you can, try it out. It's good stuff. They also made an arcade version, which is slightly different, and then they made a sequel, a remake arcade version, like an updated arcade version later. So if you're a part of the CPS emulating scene, then you can do that as well. Seventh Saga, RPG, more text type of RPG. Lagoon, another RPG. I didn't have them yet, so hey, all of this for $10. I couldn't really pass that up. The Death and Return of Superman on Sega. It was a rental copy. It's got those ugly void stickers on it, but all in all, not bad. Ghouls and Ghosts. The label is really kind of crap, but the pins are almost perfect. So, strange enough, but Ghouls and Ghosts, good stuff. Very, very hard. And I actually did beat Super Ghouls and Ghosts whenever I was a kid without Game Genie. Completely legitimate, so I like hard games. And then this is actually a really expensive game, well, as far as Genesis goes. The Punisher. And it's in superb condition, honestly, but I got 6 games on a NES controller for $10. Can't beat it. Alright, so then I found this on an Amazon listing. It was listed as light new condition, but it didn't specify, and it was the cheapest listing on Amazon for the game. So I took a chance. I emailed the guy and I'm like, hey, is this, it says light new, does that mean it includes the box and instructions? He's like, yep. So I got this for $3 and $3 shipping. The box is a little bit, it's seen better days, but it's still got its integrity. But Doom 64. This game is absolutely superb. It's, in my opinion, one of the absolute best versions of Doom. Look at those, like, it's actually scary. The ambience and the music to this isn't all Pantera and all that kind of stuff like the other Dooms. This one is actually creepy, and the monsters are genuinely scary, and they pop out in places like this. Honestly, it's sort of like the Resident Evil Silent Hill version of Doom, in that if you just go around and you just waste your ammo, you're gonna run out real quick and you're gonna die real quick. So it's really good. I really wish they would make another one with these kind of graphics. That would be amazing. Oh, and the other thing is, what a lot of people don't know is the original Dooms were all 2D graphics. Like, I was actually over at Alpha's tonight, and I told him about it, and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, look at the map. There's no overlap in any part of the map. Like, there's no bridge that goes up and over at all. It's completely 2D, and what it is the programming makes you think that you're moving up and down when in fact you're actually not. But the interesting thing with this one, this was the first Doom that you actually had like bridges that go over other parts of the stage and whatnot. So that's innovating in the old. So Doom, they call it a 3D shooter. Believe it or not, it's actually a 2D shooter. So there's that one. Let's go to DS. That'll work. Pokemon's Conquest. It's Final Fantasy Tactics using Pokemon and like samurai and stuff. So, whatever. I'll try it out. It's not bad. I got it for $8 from Best Buy. So yeah, go Best Buy, I guess. Best Buy actually has a lot of good deals lately. You just got to keep on watching their website and subscribe to their email listing and stuff. These were $15 a piece, actually. So I got these. Pokemon Black and White 2. I'm playing through Black. I just got my Eevee, and yeah, I love my Eevee, as you know. So I'm going to be doing that. And then 3DS. This was a present. Star Fox 64. This version is absolutely beautiful. What they've done with it, like they redid the graphics, and it is genuinely awe-inspiring. Like the water effects and the lava effects are superb. I paid $59.99 for Star Fox in the box with the Rumble Pack on the N64, and I didn't want to repay for a game that I already own, but this one is absolutely worth it. Buy this game. Let's see here. The Pokemon's Rumble Blast. As long as you go into this realizing that it's not a real Pokemon game, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. There's a lot to collect in it. I mean, it's a simple game. It's more of a kid's game, but it's fun. You just go around and you collect Pokemon by killing them, and it's fun. So take that for what it's worth. Then the Animal Crossings. Yeah, I don't really like these kind of games, but I'm playing with someone and specific, and you know, so we're playing this together, and it's Animal Crossing. It's a game with no point. There really is no point to this game at all. You just I don't know. Like, if you don't have enough problems in your own real life, then play this game, and it'll give you more problems. So that's Animal Crossing. This I got for, I think it was $11. But Kid Icarus in the big box with the AR stuff. I don't have the Circle Pad, the 3D Circle Pad Pro or whatever they call it. So I didn't actually start playing this yet, just because I heard it's really tough on your wrists if you don't have it, and I heard it's really tough on your wrists even if you do have it. But anyway, it's an on-rail shooter, as you know. I'm sure you guys have heard about this before. If you played Smash Brothers, you know who you know who Pit is. I have the original on regular Nintendo, I believe. If I don't know why I don't. I should have it. I remember having it. Anyway, but lots of weapons, lots of explosions now for some reason, but shoot stuff as a little angel. Then another one, which I played the first one, loved it. I got really, really into the first one, and then I did not play number 2. I did not play number 3, but number 4 came out, and I got really excited. And Etrian Odyssey 4. It's a very old school style game. Very old school style game. This game is not for everyone. If you think that if you like your games to just be fast and reward you right away, this is not the game for you. You will die in this game. You will screw up your party. You will have to make your characters re-roll. You may even have to start new characters altogether, because this game is it's difficult, but you actually make the maps yourself, which is cool. Like, you can see a small picture of it right there, but okay, there it is. So you draw the maps yourself, and if you don't actually pay attention to what's going on around you, and if you don't label every freaking thing, you can get lost, and you can die, and you can, if you're not prepared, you don't have the right items, and if you don't have an Ariadne thread, then you could be just stuck in a dungeon and just die, and no one will care. So anyway, Etrian Odyssey 4, good stuff. Movies. Well, not movies, DVDs. This is normally 80 to $100. I found it for 40. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. This show is beautiful. Beautiful. The ending will make you cry. I don't care who you are. It will make you cry. The last episode will make you cry. Anyway, 6 Feet Under. It's about a family with a funeral home. If any of you watch Dexter, which I don't like Dexter. I think it's boring. I think it's very boring. Anyway, Michael C. Hall. This is what he got his start in, basically, as far as I know, anyway. But 6 Feet Under. It's very good. It's about a family that owns and runs a funeral home, and Michael C. Hall is gay in it, and it's hilarious because he's very gay in it, and but he's one of those very repressed gays that just like goes out at night, and he's very, very gay. And they play off of that, and then his brother is just like sort of like the jock that never gave a shit about anything, and it's just like the dead people talk to them, and it's just it's a fun show. It's a very serious show. It deals with very serious issues, but yeah, 6 Feet Under. I lost a bid for my other favorite show, Boston Legal. All 5 seasons of that. I missed a bid by 27 cents, so I was upset with that. Anyway, so this next one is for Genesis. Actually, it's for the Mega Drive. Shining Force. This is the import copy. This is the back of it. Shining Force is a superb series that Sega made. I don't know why they're not doing anything with it. But anyway, this is for the Mega Drive. This is what the Mega Drive games look like if you've never seen one. They're a little bit different from regular Genesis games. They've got a completely rounded top and back and the bottom. Anyway, this is a 100% complete copy. It's got the full color manual, and it's got the full color map. So good stuff. But I got this at a local store for $10. So $10, Shining Force, the original. Couldn't pass that up. Good stuff. And then Afro Blue, you're gonna be jealous. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Japanese version, import. So anyway, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, again, 100% complete. It even has the mailer card in it. Mailer card. So that's that. Sonic the Hedgehog. Then, I have one last... Oh, no, wait. I got other stuff. Skylanders. This is Scarlet Ninjini. I don't know if I'm actually going to take her out of the box or not, just because that's kind of a hard one to find. But I got other ones. I got Jade Flashwing, and I got Molten Hot Dog. I found her just this past week. Polar Whirlwind. Who else did I get just recently? Oh, I finally found Whamshell, finally, from the original. So the only one that I'm missing from the original is Camo. And then I have the whole set from the original. And I am not going to do this whole mixed up one that they're doing with the... You can swap them out and all that kind of crap that they're doing next, because there's a new portal, and I already have 2 or 3 portals, from one for 3DS and 2 for... I have this like the fully glowing one. The entire portal, even the sides light up and all that crap. But I'm getting out of Skylanders just because it's too much of an investment. It takes up too much space. It's fun. It's fun co-op game. Like if you have if you want to get a game that you and your girlfriend can play, Skylanders is one of those games. Because let's face it, what girl is going to see this and be like, I don't want to play that? Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's like Crash Team Racing. They just see it and they're like, oh my god, it's cute, they're furry, oh, I'm going to take my shirt off. That's, yeah, crazy enough, I've had that reaction. Anyway, so moving on. Skylanders, the new one, word is that they're not going to be in the blister packs anymore. They're going to be blind packs, sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. They're going to be in, the figures are going to be in little bags that you can't see through, and they're going to be like wrapped so you can't feel what's in what, and then you're not going to know who you're getting. So you could buy one, and then it could be one that you already have. That's dumb as hell. It's dumb. Why would they do that? They just want to sell more, and it's stupid. And I'm not doing that. So the Giants was the last one I'm playing. So sorry, Spyro. And if you come out with a new game, I'll play that. But I'm done with that. And then the last thing I have for you guys today. As you know, Dark Souls swallowed my last 6 months whole. So. But I found a really good deal on this, and I was very excited to get it because I only had the regular version. I lent it to someone, and then their house got broken into, and it was stolen, so I technically didn't have it. But Demon Souls, and it has the art book. Oh god! So anyway, so there's that. It has the game and the strategy guide. This is the collector's edition that came out in America. Demon Souls is one of the games that I have a platinum on. It's a very difficult game. Dark Souls plays better, so if you were gonna play one or the other, I would suggest playing Dark Souls just because it's Dark Souls is. I don't want to say Dark Souls is easier, but and the only reason why Demon Souls could be considered easier is because you can farm healing herbs, grass, and so you can essentially have almost infinite healing items in Demon Souls if you just take the time to farm them. Whereas in Dark Souls, you only have a limited amount of Estus flasks, so you can only heal yourself just so many times. But Demon Souls is a lot creepier. It's very much more. You see a room and you're like, I don't want to go in that room. I don't want to go in there. Can I just do this out? No. I don't want to go in there. That's Demon Souls. Whereas Dark Souls is like, I want to hold my shield up and go in there. So Demon Souls is just much more creepy. It's a much more dark game. And I mean that on different levels. Like it's dark, but it's also just a much more dark game. It makes you depressed at times. There's actually one of the bosses is a girl that just sits there and you have to kill her, and she's there helping aborted baby fetuses and to try and save the aborted baby's souls, and that's why she's there, and she's trying to absorb all this pestilence from them to try and to save these babies, and the babies are coming after you to try and defend her, but they don't really come, they can't make it to there, so it ends up you just have to kill her, and it's just it makes you feel things, and that's what a good experience should be. Like a good game should actually elicit emotions in you, Demon Souls, very good game, play it. Dark Souls, very good game, play it. Most of these other games, play it. Doom 64, play it, seriously, it's really creepy too. Anyway, so that's my big, enormous pickups video, and if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be making more videos again. Long story short, I had some very strange times in my life recently, so I'm getting past that, and so I'm gonna be making more videos. I'm finally gonna finish Zelda. I already have there's just one little piece that I want to record, and then I have the entire Zelda playthrough done, and then I'm gonna upload like 6 of the video. I think there's only 4 videos left in it. It's gonna end up being, but I'm gonna upload those day for you guys as soon as those are ready, done being edited and ready. So that's that, and yeah, sorry for the big delay. Thanks again. As soon as I get 100 subscribers, I'm probably gonna have a Perler giveaway. So I think I'm only like 4 away. So the next couple subscribers I get, I'm gonna announce the contest. So good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Have fun.